Well, I'm back here, folks, for the second time today. And you know what? I want to talk about something that's happening to each and every one of us every single day. It's called bait and switch. Do you know what that is? Well, folks, let's get some people here, okay? And let's discuss it because it's happening to everybody. Everybody, if you got a cell phone, you got an email, you got a telephone, you're on social media, okay? You get text messages, get all this stuff. And everybody's trying to sell everybody something. Right here, every few moments, they do a commercial, all right? Bait and switch. Everything sounds so good. You're so enticed. I want to talk about the automobile business. Now, I'm going to talk about that there because in the late 60s, I created the Ori Agency. You see, I began by selling credit life and accident and health insurance on the financing of loans. But as I was going to automobile dealerships, was my uh, main people that I was targeting. And because they can make a lot of money when they add credit life and A accident and health to the automobile loan. And then I discovered financing was the key. How do auto dealers get more people to finance their cars there at the dealership instead of going getting their own financing or paying cash for a car? So I created a school where I train what is now called finance manager, business manager, or just managers, some dealerships say, okay? But they're really after sales specialists. They sell you the car. They finance the car because they make big money when they finance that car on the interest rates that you pay. And they make money on the accident and health that they put on that loan. Now, a lot of state laws have changed that there. They can't make as much. So now I created, okay, how to sell the car, all right? And I would say, Agent Orange for only $3 a month more, okay, you can get this beautiful extended warranty, or you can get the alarm, get the rust proofing, the car sealant, all right, you name it, we sold it. And dealers made huge profits, all right? Blizzard just asked me, what was my life goal? Have I made it? No, I have not. I talked about that on another show, and maybe I'll talk about that again, okay? But I created a nightmare, I gotta tell you, because all dealers throughout the country now are doing that similar thing. Now, automobile dealers, I'm going to use them as my example today, okay? Because they're hurting for business, all right? I didn't see that question, Agent Orange, but thank you for responding, okay? They're hurting. They're not selling cars. 2 days ago, I went looking for a car at Galpin Ford. Galpin Ford happens to be one of the largest Ford dealerships in the United States. And we got Rebecca here from the United Kingdom. Thank you all y'all coming. All right, we got people that work in the automobile business. Folks, Galpin Ford's humongous. They got Lincoln, they got Kia, they got Honda. They got the Lincoln, they got the Range Rover. They got all the cars, okay? Right up and down. And folks, please hit that like button, subscribe. Yes, I smoke. Hello, Wanderer, how are you? All right? Balboni talked to me. Who's Balboni? I don't know Balboni. All right, so let's get on with it because you want to know, you got to learn, okay? Folks, I walked around Galpin Ford. The first thing that I only see on the entire car lot is SUV, SUV, SUV. If you remember, Ford stopped making cars and went to SUVs. Now, I think that was a huge mistake they made, okay? Now, personally, I don't like SUVs, all right? I'm an older person. I gotta jump up, I gotta get up, they're harder to get in, they're harder to get out, okay? All right? Not good, I don't like them. And I don't like them when they're in front of me on the road because I can't see. And I'm not getting an SUV so that I can see ahead of me, okay? All right? You're right, Ricky. That's the only car they make is the Mustang. But there again, it's a nice car, the Mustang. They're good-looking cars, but I don't want a Mustang. I like a four-door sedan, okay? I want a sunroof. I want Bluetooth, of course, all right? But let's get back to Galpin Ford, okay? Does anybody here work at Galpin Ford? Let me know, all right? Fuses have gotten better. I was driving a Ford Fusion, okay? I was driving one of them nice cars. It was a hybrid, very nice car, all right? But, folks, you know how many sales offices they got over at Galpin out there? I couldn't even count the number. Most of them were empty. No salespeople around. All right? The salesperson that was going to take care of me, he got there late. And as I was looking around in the car room, there weren't a lot of people there. There were no customers at all. Why? Because car dealers had not learned the new system. See, they still want to rob people, rip people off, okay? And the financial institution, they're worse. They're worse. They charge you the highest interest rate they can get away with. And how about these things? You get them in your emails, all right? No down payment, 9% interest, you're pre-approved. Guess what? All right? Every one of us pre-approved. Don't fall for that shit, okay? All right? That's the bait to get you in, okay? Because now what happens, now they got you, you select the car that you want, and now they pull out the information. They got to run your credit. They want a proof of your income. You know all the things that go along with purchasing anything. And then they hit you. Well, sir, your credit score is not high enough, but we got you this loan. All right. Instead of your payment being $350 a month, but we got it for you at this low interest rate of 25%. Okay, your payment would be $450 a month. Don't do it. Don't buy the car just because you want a new car. There's my buddy Cream. How are you? Okay? I don't want a truck either. Okay? You know, I grew up at a time where only farmers had trucks. All right? And folks, keep subscribing, keep liking as we go along. I'm not going to beg you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. There's a thanks button down there. Okay? And I want to thank everybody who's hit that thanks button, all right, to help me support this channel and come to you and give you the wisdom that I share and I know. Okay? But it's just not the car business. It's any kind of business. Go to your mailbox. I bet most of the mail you get is junk mail. People trying to sell you something. Okay? But they get so many so many tactics. All right? The car business has changed. Look at lot after lot after lot. Drive by any car dealership, and I'm going to bet you will see very, very few people looking to buy a new car. Look at the prices. And now look at these cars. I rented a car for 5 days. It was a Hyundai. They're nice cars, but the technology, okay? It's like I can't even use everything on my phone. Forget about it. I put my GPS on my phone to go from one place to another. All right? And it comes up on my screen automatically in the car. And I didn't know how to take it down. All right? Manny, that's it, time. Oh, okay. All right? Hello, Big Amy, Ricky Rowe. I feel happy. Oh, thank you so much, Lionheart. I appreciate that there. God bless you, my friend. All right? Gary Shank. Thank Gary Sharp. I had a friend named Gary Sharp. Yeah. That was his real name. Went to school with him. Yep. So, folks, it's not easy to buy a car. Then you got Carvana. Okay, one price. They don't negotiate on the price at all. Oh, let me finish. All right, so this girl wanted to buy a car at Galpin. They ran her credit, went through everything. All right, she picked out a car for $13,000. Okay? $13,000. Then they said your payment's going to be, I forgot what the payment was, but they wanted $11,000 down. $11,000 on a $13,000 car. And I told the salesman, he said, well, what do you want to do? I said, first of all, the car's not worth $13,000, and I wouldn't offer you more than $10,000 for it. I said, that's the first thing. Okay. Well, let me talk to my manager. Yeah, go talk to your manager. See, a salesman, they're not really salesmen. Those people are called demos. They're the guys who take you for a ride in the car. Okay? Oh, yeah, I did. They sent a helicopter or a car for you to San Diego. No, I rented a car and drove down, but they're reimbursing me, Agent Orange. Alright? I gotta tell you, that event was awesome. Awesome, awesome event. And folks, thank you for those little gifts, the little things you put up there. You know, and I want to thank you for subscribing. And all you new subscribers, let me know, okay, that you're new so I can give you a shout out. Okay? Thank you so much. Uh, no, I told you already. I met the beautiful woman there. She lives down in the Palm Springs area, and we talked last night on the phone, and we'll see where it goes. But it was just something, you know, when you meet that one gal, all right, and something happens to you, boom, it hits you right here. I looked up at her because I was autographing books, okay, and I finished autographing them. I looked up her and I seen her, and just something, boom, hit me. I said, "What's your name?" She gave me her name, and I autographed the book. And I says, "Honey, I'm doing something. I signed thousands of books, but I have never done this before. I put my phone number there." Yeah. I says, "I think I'd like to get to know you." She says, "I'd like to get to know you." He gave her a book. Now, at that point, I didn't realize she was also an author and wrote a book about her ex-husband. He's been dead for 17 years, okay, and he was big in the music business. So when I got through signing all my books, I was walking around, there she was. She said, "Ori, I have a book for you." And she gave me her book. And she said, "I put my phone number in it." Well, we talked last night for quite a while, and awesome conversation. So, you know, I like to put good things in, all right, when I talk to you, happy things, and try to stay positive, all right? Lionheart, Prince is your name? Yes, you may call me Uncle. Okay? Grandpa. All right, yes, you may. Okay, just don't call me late for dinner. All right? Oh, yes, folks. I got a lot of people who like to call me Gramps, call me Uncle, and God bless you. Okay? So, folks, all these taxes in the car dealership. Now, then insurance. It's another one. You get stuff. Car insurance. Oh, there's a commercial on Instagram. Keeps popping up. Auto insurance. $39 a month. Only thing is, you must never had a DUI. Well, I don't have no DUI. Okay? But now go in there, put in your information. See, what they want is your information. Once you give them that information, they sell that information to other people. Vimo Mambo, Joey Cantalupo. It sounds familiar, okay? Do I recognize the name off the top of my head? I don't know. Hey, how does that make sense? $13,000. A $13,000 car, they wanted $11,000 down. It makes no sense at all. But then Carvan did the same thing, all right? I mean, they gave the girl very low down payment. I said, holy shit. It was very low down payment, it was like $197 a month. But they wanted $11,000 down. I said, what, you want $11,000 down? Why don't we just buy the car if we wanted it that badly? We're not putting $11,000 down, okay? And they're going to finance $2,000. And they're financing it for 72 months, all right? At $197 a month. 191, I take that back. Times 72. Do the math, folks. It makes no sense at all. Okay, so why are people walking away from car dealerships? Okay. I rented a car for 4 days. It cost me $200. All right, so if I need a car, I'll go rent a car. I'm not going to sweat about it. Okay? But it's crazy. But that's the car business. It's insurance. It's life insurance. It's everything you could think that you need. They have a bait and switch. It sounds great. It's in big caption. Okay, it really entices you. All right? And then you go through the process. They get all your information, and then everything changes. Okay? You see, folks, basically, most people are suckers. Okay? You know, back in the day, in the car business, we thought there was a guy named Dobbs. He created a system called the Dobbs system. Now, this is something else. Don't allow this to happen to you. You want a new car, it's ready, you're ready to trade in your car. You drive to a dealership looking for, yeah, they have the salesman take you out looking for cars. They say, leave your car here so we could check it out to see what we'll give you for trading. And then you know what they used to do? Throw the key on the roof so nobody can find it. Okay? Yeah, they threw the key on the roof. All right? But what happens? Now, person don't buy. Oh, I want my car. Well, you got the key. We don't have it. No, you didn't give it to us. We gave it to you. Did you lose it? No, he can't leave the dealership. Why? Because now they'll start working. Come on, we'll give you a better deal on the car. And they start working and working. And you end up driving out with a new car. Then they go up on the roof and get the car. Okay? Folks, there's all sorts of games. You gotta be careful of these things. And I wanted to share that with you today. Okay? Mandy's my adopted daughter. Yes, she is. That guy say, okay, I'm great, my friend. I'm feeling like $1 million. A lot of positive things happening. You know why they're happening? I make them happen. You see, I don't sit around and wait for other people. I make things happen myself, okay? And if you're sitting around waiting for other people to do something for you, it's not going to get done, all right? Yeah. Do it yourself, folks. You know, most people hope and wish for things to happen. Then other people wait for things to happen. But the successful people make things happen. Which one are you? Where are you? Okay? If you're not making things happy, you're not progressing in life. So, folks, I just wanted to share that. I don't want to keep you long here today. I thank you all for coming, as usual. I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be Friday already. Where's time go by so quickly? Well, everybody have a great evening. God bless you. All my love and respect as usual.